If you've read the syllabus, then you know that you will have to upload papers to the Dropbox. Now, at first that might sound very daunting, but I'm going to walk you through the process for doing this. So first you have to actually be in Momentum, okay? So you have to use the username and password that you use for campus computers or RaiderNet, okay? So it's the same username, same password. And once you're logged in, then you want to click on our course. Now, I just happen to be in English 1010-061, okay? So that might not be your class, but nevertheless, you want to click on your class, and it will take you to that class's homepage, okay? So this is sort of what it looks like, and I'm logged in as a student, so I'm hoping that my perspective is the same one that you have when you're logged in. Okay, so you will notice that there are like 3 links at the top here. So materials, communication, assessments. Materials, of course, is where we keep the content. Some of this other stuff, I don't use, but content's the main one. Under communication, you have the class list, which is very handy if you need to, if we're doing peer reviews and you need to exchange papers with someone, you can do it through Momentum. It also tells you who's in our class. And there is email, but I don't use, like, please do not use Momentum email to communicate with me. Again, make sure you're using RaiderNet. Okay. And then assessments. So the assessments link is actually the one you want to pay attention to when it comes to uploading your papers to the Dropbox. So if we click on Dropbox, then it takes you to something that says no folders. That's what it looks like right now. But you'll see in a moment there's actually going to be a folder there. So magically there is a folder there now. So okay, so you will see the list of folders, and you will see if I haven't already added the others, then it looks rather sparse. But you will see as the semester goes on that we have lots and lots and lots of Dropbox folders. Anyway, whichever folder you want to put something in, you need to click on it. And you need to make sure that you're clicking on the right thing, because chances are we might have multiple Dropboxes open. So you don't want to accidentally upload your assignment to the wrong one. So anyway, so you will want to click on the practice folder. So you will want to click on the practice folder, and you will see a screen that looks like this. Now, you have to know already, you have to have in mind whatever it is you want to upload. So you want to click add a file, okay, upload, and those are some videos of me that I did for my summer Comp 1 course. I don't want to upload any of those. Maybe there's something else I would like to upload as practice. Because these would take a really long time. So, I don't know. Let's see if there's something else. I don't know. Let me pick something random here. Okay, so upload that. So, whatever you want to upload, just, put the cursor on it, put the arrow on it, double click it. And if it takes a long time to actually, for the file to load, you'll see that it's loading. But once it's loaded here and ready to be added, then it'll show up there, something that you can click on. Okay, so I want to click add. Do not forget the step. Okay, so it's there and it's ready to be submitted, but it has not yet been submitted. Okay, now, sometimes I might ask you to put some information in this box. Okay, and if I do that, then of course it's where you type it. But otherwise, you don't really need to add anything. Let's see. You also have the option of recording audio, but I don't really see a reason to do that. And then you have to make sure that you click submit. Okay? If you do not click submit, I will not get your paper. Okay? So click submit. Alright. And then it asks you to click on something else. Okay, done. But notice this down here, email status. Confirmation email sent successfully. Now, we do not, or I do not use Momentum email in this class, except for maybe exchanging papers with peers, okay? But anytime you submit something to the Dropbox successfully, it will send you a confirmation email to your Momentum email, okay? So if you get that confirmation, that means that it was uploaded correctly. As far as the system knows something was put in that Dropbox, okay? Let me also say something else about the Dropbox folders. Again, I said that you want to make sure you put your work in the right folder, but you also want to make sure that you put the correct draft in the folder. I've had students who in the past have accidentally, maybe they didn't name their file in the best way, and so they ended up giving me an earlier version of an essay instead of the revised version. And by the time I got around to grading it, of course, it takes me a while to download these papers, and then, I'm assuming that you've given me the right thing because that's what you're supposed to do. That's your responsibility. So by the time I get around to downloading the essays and looking at them, reading them, it's been, a few days have passed, and it's like, oh my goodness, the wrong paper has been submitted. If the student even has time to submit it, again, in the late Dropbox folder, well, that, if it's 3 days late, that's 15 points off. So it's your responsibility to make sure you're putting the right draft, the right version of your work in the Dropbox. So just remember that. So when you're ready, just click done. Okay. And then you will see that you submitted something. I mean, right there is your submission, and you can click on it. Now, when I give you feedback, what's going to happen is, I get your paper from the Dropbox, I open it up, I type comments in it. Sometimes I do an audio file and give you feedback that way, but I don't know if I'll do that this semester. Anyway, you will see where it says feedback, you'll see the word view. Because what I will have done is I will have downloaded your essay, made comments in it, saved it, and uploaded it back to this system. Okay? So it'll say view. So to get my feedback, you want to click view. Okay? So that's how it works. And, this is also a good way of keeping a record for you, both the students and myself, to see if you've submitted something. So if your name does not show up in this folder, when I open it, then that means even if you thought you submitted it, you actually didn't. Okay, so just be very, very careful about that.